If you're looking for the cheapest and most reliable Madden 22 coins on the market, check out my sponsor, MMOEXPR.com. Links are in the description, and use code JEDI at checkout for 5% off. Alrighty, hey there guys, Adrian Takasi here, aka JediBro95, coming at you guys with another video, and in this video we're going to be going over the Team of the Week reveals. Now, obviously I like to wait until all the reveals are done, so that way I can discuss them. I don't know what I was going with there, but you get the point. So first, for the defensive hero for the week, it is going to be Delta O'Neal. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. He's his own corner for the Broncos. He also does get Bengals and Patriots count, if I remember correctly. I looked it up on Pro Football Focus to see, what teams he did play for. I was hoping we'd pick him up for the Seattle team, but no, unfortunately that's just not the case. Delta O'Neal, powered up, 92 speed, 93 acceleration, 92 agility, 88 jumping, 91 play rec, 90 man, 93 zone, and 82 press. So he's not a press corner by any means, but he is a very good coverage corner. Has good man, good zone, good speed. Realistically speaking, that's all you really need to do with him. You don't necessarily need to press with him, in my personal opinion. I really don't think that is a thing you should be doing in this game, especially with the with offense being so great. You shouldn't be pressing with your DBs. So this card's actually perfect for the meta we have right now. Then we move on to the offensive player of the week this week. It is going to be Antonio Gates, 88 speed, 84 strength, 91 catching and catching traffic, 90 spec catch, 91 short and mid route running, and a 76 run block. Now this card is actually pretty solid. He is a possession tight end, which means he will be able to get tight end apprentice for 1 AP, which makes him good, which automatically right there makes him good. But he has good catching and good route running for a tight end, and I believe Antonio Gates is 6'4", 6'3", so he's got good height. He's got solid speed. 88 speed is not the worst. And he has good route running across the board, plus he's a possession tight end. He gets tight end apprentice for 1 AP. Solid tight end all the way around. I don't have an issue with this card whatsoever. So I really do like the fact that I do like this Antonio Gates. Then we move on to the LTD for the week. This is going to be Cameron Heyward. Now, Cameron Heyward, Team of the Week card, is a run-stopping right end. Powered up to 94 overall, 72 speed, 85 excel, 95 strength, 94 tackling, 94 play rec, block shed, and power move, and then a 76 finesse move. Now, he does get inside stuff for 1 AP as a run-stopping tight end. Actually, I think it's only 2, because I don't think they changed it on run-stopping ends. And if I'm correctly, no, they didn't. But I don't remember if they get no outsiders for 1 AP. I could be wrong on that. In fact, I'm almost certain I am. But even then, he's got great block shed and great power move. He's solid at pass rushing, on the edge with good power move. He's okay. He's all right. Now, player of the week this week was going to be Trevon Diggs. And to be completely honest, this card, Trevon Diggs has deserved it. This year, he has been very good. Some people they say he's overrated. Some people say he's underrated. I'm not going to get into that debate. But I will say that he does deserve to be an elite at some point, and he actually does deserve an upgrade. So 92 speed, 93 acceleration, 90 agility, 94 jumping, 87 play rec, but 93 man, 87 zone, and 88 press. Good man-to-man corner. Wish he was better at zone coverage. I'm not even going to sit here and act like I'm not upset, not sitting here saying that the zone is pretty bad. I wish his zone was better, but, Trevon Diggs was due for an upgrade at some point. He has been playing very great, and he got one this week. I think he had a pick. I think he had a pick this week. I know he's the only defensive back right now with 4 picks in 4 games. And he's been playing very good. Again, not going to get into the overrated, underrated for Trevon Diggs, but he's been playing pretty solid. And then the second LTD this week, because they actually did make 2 LTDs, and I actually am kind of happy they did this. And that is Tom Brady for last night, aka Sunday night, breaking the record and becoming the all-time passing yards leader. They did the same thing last week. So power it up for Tom Brady. 56 speed, 92 throw power, 94 short and mid, 91 deep, 89 throw under pressure, 83 on the run, and a 94 play action. So if you're a pocket passer and you just want to pass from the pocket and you just want to be like a field general, I guess, I don't know. Tom Brady's your guy. This is a very solid quarterback. Now, I don't necessarily know if he does get Hot Route Master. He cannot get Gunslinger, though, because Gunslinger QBs have to have you have to have a 92 throw power, but Field Generals have to be a 95 to get it. So Gunslinger Tom Brady is out of the question. He will still get set feet lead because his current core base elite card does already. But Tom Brady looks fantastic. I do think this card is a very, very, very good card, especially for people who pass from the pocket. Is he better than Dan Marino? That remains to be seen. I don't think he will be. But there's also something I did want to talk about that was talked about over the weekend that I want to, get on video and just discuss it myself real quick. And it was this poll by Zirksee that he put up on Friday. So he basically asked, which would you rather have in MUT? Injuries, contracts, or training? And honestly, this was a pretty interesting poll. I'm not even going to sit here and, it was pretty interesting. A lot of people voted differently. I voted for training, personally. Now, when I voted for this poll, I originally just thought to myself, training had the lower downside, okay? Because injuries, first of all, if you voted injuries, you're dumb. Straight up fucking dumb. Because why would you ever want injuries in this game? Like, it is just weird to me that people want injuries. I understand, but it would make backups matter. Two things about that. One, nobody ever thinks that their players should ever want a player to be injured because, it would make backups matter, but nobody prepares their lineups for that. And number two, why would I waste my time with something like that? Why would I waste having having two active quarterbacks in case one gets injured because they decide to make injuries a thing? I don't get it. And also, people could just get around injuries so easy. Because say your player gets hurt in an online game, well, they'll probably be like, okay, you have to play 5 games. People can just go do 5 solo challenges and then done. You sit there and say, well, why don't you just do what's it called? Online head-to-head games. Here's the thing, that's also a stupid idea because people are going to turn around and get into head-to-head games and then immediately quit, which counts as a head-to-head game, counts as an honest head-to-head gameplay. So again, that doesn't work. And if you sit there and say, what about timer? Here's the thing, they just leave their console on and wait for that timer to expire and then go and play. Or they just leave it on overnight and then come back the next day and it's finished. There's literally no way injuries are a good idea and would honestly be the worst of these possibilities. All right? Contracts, to be completely honest to me, contracts, I just have a bad taste from contracts because of the 2K game, because of 2K, because of how 2K had their game, has their My Team and still has to this day, the contract system where you had to implement a contract to play the game on your players. Here's the thing. Yes, contracts require you to have them stored up in order to play the game. With your training, you don't have to. However, and thanks Throne for calling me out on this because I did not actually think about that, training actually sucks. Basically, it sucks away your coins a lot more than contracts do. Because contracts are incredibly cheap, right? Even in the 2K games, contracts, like a bronze contract is like 250 coins. Nobody gives a crap. Here's a 250 coin contract. Take it. We don't care for it. A gold contract could be like 400 coins. Nobody cares. They'll just sell the contract. So contracts are incredibly cheap. So if you put a contract on the auction market for 400 coins, whoop-de-doo, right? Like, it's just weird that, it's just, that's how it would work. Training just sucks away your coins so fast because it makes it to where you think about it, when you make a card and you power up a card, you have to count the training points in there as well. And sometimes training can be like five training per like 1 coin, or like 50 points of training per 10k per 100 coins. So like that is a fucking horrible trade-off. You're paying, say for example, you want 1,000 training. I remember at the beginning of this, like when like the 86s started coming out, To get 1,030 training, you had to fork over like 50k coins. That is a horrible trade-off. Just the worst trade-off ever, and it just completely sucks your coins away to where you don't even notice it because you have to invest in training points. Also, again, you know, when you're buying players, you have to count the power-up level, and it's just not everybody can go out and get training consistently for your other players. I think, you know, right now, the Miles Garrett power-up, okay? He got another +1 upgrade a couple of weeks ago, and that cost 6,000 training. That, right now, 6,000 training, I don't even know if you can buy it with one player. I think you have to buy a couple of players to get it. Needless to say, that's just ridiculous for training. So then you're probably also thinking, what do they do for abilities and for powering up cards? Well, my proposal is basically make everything coin transaction related. Make it to where you pay coins to power up your players and buy abilities, you know, and make abilities like 500 coins or 25 coins a piece. You already charge people 25 coins to remove abilities from the player without refunding the training in general. So why not just make it to where it's 25 coins to buy and equip the ability, and it costs, you know, like for example, you're powering up a card from 68 all the way to 81. Maybe for the first upgrade, it's like 30 coins. And then it's like 50, 70, 90, 110, 130. You know, just something like that. I think that actually would make it would make the game a lot more enjoyable. And it would make coin stacks longer. Because yes, you're paying coins to power up cards. However, at the same time, you're not having to go out and get 1,000 training on a player for 50k. Or 100k coins. You're not having to do that. And again, it would prolong coin stacks. It would make coin stacks much easier and much more likely to save up on. And you have more coins in your stack, basically, is what the gist I'm trying to say. And I'm probably thinking, what about then the quick sells? Like, you would sell the cards quick sell for training. How about this? Don't have a quick sell option. Legit, don't have a quick sell option on cards. Doesn't matter if it's a gold, silver, or an emerald, platinum, 90s, 75. Doesn't matter. Don't have a quick sell option. Just keep the just get rid of the quick sell option, and everything has to be either put through the auction market or has to be exchanged. That's the way I see it. You know. But this one, I would love to hear your thoughts, because all three of these have legit points. Because even with the training, yeah, you don't need to buy contracts, and you can actually use the training, and the training does serve a purpose. But personally, for me, I honestly would just say, bring back the contract system. Just bring back contracts. Injuries should be a hell no. There is no need for injuries. You dumbasses. Honest to fuck. You dumbasses that voted injuries. No, thank you. I do not want to have that. But anyways, guys, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Subscribe if you guys are new, if you haven't already. Like the video if you guys did enjoy. And with that, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.